And I'll go show my loaf to someone.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
I just recall that I've never actually looked at any letters that I may or may not have received.
The professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
I suppose I should.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you.
No.
She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers. Trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
I was doing so incredibly well that I almost forgot about this Mid. And now you're gonna... You know, what's your...
How are you doing?
Why do you exist? Hmm?
Quick look.
Great justice. For great justice, you're only talking to Quentin. What do you want me to do over there? Use your loaf. Is that... in the Delimo Inn? I mean, use your loaf. It's, I don't know about that one, Chief. That's a pretty private suggestion. Master Baker. That gives me renown, and that also gives me renown, so I am
Always
kind of
something
inclined
in
to
there.
do... I want to get this Mid stuff out of the way first, though. And this is her chance to make a 180. And prove she's actually somewhat of a decent sword, but I don't see myself taking to her. I'm gonna stand over here.
Soon.
Then what? You.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Will I get to actually sail the seas?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle
My
winds
dad
to
and
drive them
I.
through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together.
I haven't come across a
Which
behemoth.
is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First
I
things
was
first,
hoping you
I
would
need some
say
parts
that.
making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
Yes.
The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Then why aren't you doing it if you're banging your head against the wall as it
I
is?
can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Yeah, let's just get to the villages first. Get that nonsense out of the way. Yes. And I'll go show my loaf to someone. Oh, it's the flatbread, dude. Is that it?
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
You sound like a down-to-earth kind of guy, sure.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. And that's where I'll start.
When you say mooning, I'm thinking of flashing your ass at someone. So that is a very peculiar thought that just... might as well, right? The roads are clear once again, after all.
Ready, go?
Onward! You. Do sun. Why don't you go do some? Huh? Instead of sitting around.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in.
Yeah, he is.
Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
Sorry.
I hated her. But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Day by day. What advice will you express yourself? Focus on your... Express yourself is a bit of a shitty statement. Yeah, sure. Remember the good times. I think that's only going to backfire considering he likes his previous work more than he does his current work. But if you focus on what you're doing, at least it'll take your attention away from the thing that you miss, right? If you're just busy. Let's go with this.
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank
Really?
you,
Just like that?
friend, and fare thee well.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
That was easy. No, I believe there was a shiny of sorts. There we go. Bonk. And with that, I believe we are almost done here.
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir.
I don't want to see your carpet. Wink, wink.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
Hollow
I
bread.
dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the
I mean,
Fang herself. Her
it
steepled
works.
cheeks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals!
You made salt bread.
Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
It's good luck with the rest of him.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands.
Give
I
it
don't know how
time,
you
but
did
sure.
it, but you have my thanks.
Quest complete. I have used my loaf. I've got one whole goblin coin. Look at that. Right, then. On to the next one. Talk to Quentin Tarantino. I haven't spoken to you in a fortnight. What do you want?
Good day to you.
Well, good day to you.
The crystals we get from the table.
We are to dig a new cellar.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wonder
Gag.
if you might investigate.
Please throw yourself into the fray
Of
and see if something attacks you.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
And we shall be on our way. That's up there, that is up there, and that is...
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Okay. You, talk to me.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
Something in
There is
yours?
actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
You lot. Let's move up
The
there.
crystals we get from the tailor all.
You. Herb mother.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal?
Oh,
Shall we go and investigate?
no reply? No reply whatsoever?
boy.
You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? You are. Okey doke. We shall spelunky then. Let me, do you. Alright, let me call my Uber.
Run like the wind.
So. Yes?
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get
The
them
Black
before they escape.
Shield. Okay, so it was true.
Black Shield. Here.
Oh, gentlemen.
What is it to
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why are you still alive? Go on then. If you don't wanna, then I will. Goodbye. Thank you, Torgal. Finishing sick. Nice. Now then.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I
Probably.
need to warn Quentin.
You very much do need to warn Quentin. This was actually pretty serious.
Good day to you.
Why do you take so long to say Sid?
The crystals we get from the
You. I had a look-see.
How goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
Concluded.
I found some Black Shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
Who are you,
I'm sorry.
really?
You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
I am Sid after
I
all.
was a member of the judiciary once.
Oh?
So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
He changed.
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately.
But he's chief officer, so that did
His
nothing.
response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
he faced no punishment whatsoever.
Oof.
I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
This is taking a deeper turn than I thought it would. Quest complete. For great justice. So will I get the follow-up immediately? Immediately. Like, do we get part 2?
I'm not going to change his mind.
I don't want to change his mind. What, I get to have my revenge and questions answered, but others can't? Come on now, Sid. No quest as of yet. Not as of yet, but hey, give it time. Let it cook. In the meantime, let's speak with our Royal Blackness. Alright, I need some stuff.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
No.
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache.
Arseache.
What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs. Instruction on how to go about building oneself a full set of thermal plating to dissipate heat from around a mithril engine should one find oneself in need of such a thing. Very well. God damn it.
Krieger's teats.
Same difference, right?
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help.
You got it.
Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Alright, let's have it.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical.
Typical.
If that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do
Why
what I can.
do you care
And,
about that?
What is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this.
No.
It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them.
Alright,
Now, there's a
understood.
special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well,
Okay.
we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
We are literally deciding this now. Letting off steam, part 1. Understood.
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
I
Which one of these
guess
two lucky
so.
souls is going with you?
Otto or Gav? Gav. Easy.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then.
Just like old times.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern
Black
reaches
sand?
of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamill. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You
Hey,
two,
you.
eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me. I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Okie doke, I guess we're at it. Let's see if I have any letters, and I do indeed. Now, how many? Only 2, okay. Homecoming. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been... Wait, I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you the most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Oh, stop it, you. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart, but the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when all this is through. Chill. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you that it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Rosanna. Rosanna. Okie doke.
Much later.
Okay, so, there was an update. Here is me hoping it's actually added the delete motion blur 0. Thank you. I hope this completely eliminates it. And if not, it should be better than anything I've had up to now. Frame rate is still selected instead of performance. Anything else I should... Custom, type D. Huh, more options, but still no... They put melee there and evade there. That is actually great. Were it not for the fact that I am at this point sort of used to my attack scheme. So why was this not a thing when I started this? It's yeah, and I'm gonna stick with this now. Thanks for coming in with this late as you do. But I suppose any new players or people that really haven't been able to get adjusted to this will rejoice, and I am happy for them, I suppose. Even if it's created from a place of eternal mild saltiness. What I also had wanted to do is reset everything here and mix and match some things because there's no telling when I'll get the remaining 2 icons. Wait. I have 4 now. Ifrit is in the middle. So that gives me 1 more, which will be here-ish. And the other... The way this is dotted makes it look like there's room for 1 additional icon. Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, there's no. I've been very much looking forward to getting Odin. I'm very excited for that, but there's no telling when that will happen. As such, considering resetting abilities is free, I believe. Yes, please give me all them points. What I will do now is the following. I will skip on Flames of Rebirth. Right, this was my go-to deal a lot of damage attack, but I mainly use these skills against a boss enemy, and bosses typically are solo, so I want Judgment Bolt for that. I really do. The Earth and Fury, no. So that's for nearby enemies, so that's an AoE. This is mainly staggered. This is an AoE. This is a single target attack, meaning that it will deal a disgusting amount of damage, I hope. However, in order to use, I kind of want to link this one to Phoenix's abilities, so I can have everything else as it was, which means that I would have to master Judgment Bolt. But again, I'll be skipping on this one. Heatwave. I want Heatwave. I've been thinking about any potential... See, this skill seems really cool, but it also seems prone... I don't know how easy it is to whiff this skill. That while charging, inflicting... But if this is... Maybe... Is this a passive? As in, do I... Why do you can we use mid-air duration? Because I don't know if this is a separate skill, or if this is a passive that when I use the Phoenix sort of boost, like this one. No, because this is Phoenix and this is Ifrit, so it's probably separate either way. Either which way. Let's just start. So I don't need this one. I don't need this one. I want Heatwave. And we're gonna upgrade it. It is upgraded. Okay. Master. Don't need it yet. Then there's Gouge. Will I keep this, or will I opt for something else? Like, the stagger on this is so incredibly good. Rook's Gambit, easiest acquire of my life. Pile Drive. It's just a really good and strong AoE attack. And it's fast. Do very once, and that increases the radius. This is Thunderstorm. And this is Lightning. Create a ball of lightning that, upon being struck, chains lightning to other nearby enemies. It's handy, I suppose, but I'm not. It feels like a bit of a trap gameplay, as in you place a trap. Yeah, I mean, Thunderstorm has also been serving me really, really well. It took some time to get used to remove, but once I did, it became a big yes. Now let's get some. Immediately after landing is close. And mastering gives me an extended trigger window. You know, I think I can just max most of the stuff here. Precision dodge, absolutely. Maybe I'll actually get another limit break as well, if it allows. Charged magic, absolutely. And mastering gives me reduced charge time, absolutely. Triple jump, I mean, maybe. I think I can do with a double jump. I don't find myself in the air all that much. Swift recovery, yes please. So that's the reason why this only has the one level. Which is why it was mastered instead of an up. Okay, I get it now. To hell with taunt, really. Yes, and the mastery of this. On the air to slice down, yeah, sure, and this does. Imbues blade with fire, increasing ability and potency range. You know what? Sure. Not sure I had that, but I'll want for it now. And that is the lunge and the extended lunge. So I'll skip on that, and I'll skip on... I've never actually used this. Then, important to have Judgment Bolt, yes. And that is a steep upgrade. But I suppose it comes with... Wait, that's only the upgrade, and now 5k? Oh, that hurts. God damn, that really hurts. I guess I will sub out. I mean, 5,500 is a lot. That is a lot. Because I was gonna say I'll give myself a limit break. Just to get myself some extended duration. But if I can't mix and match this one, yeah, then Thunderstorm was kind of pointless. Like, how much do I need? I need to kill so many skills if I want that. Man, this sucks. Like, what are the other options? Maybe the Shoryuken, I guess? Because I also kind of want to upgrade these. So if I sub out Thunderstorm and then go with Judgment Bolt instead. I think I'll do that for now until such a time comes where I have enough points that I can, in fact, upgrade one of these. So I can switch them around. And I'll be switching again, probably, when Odin comes into play. Because I think I'll find myself maxing a lot of that stuff as well. So this goes to... Yes, please. Okay, so that is back in the pocket. So I'll have Pile Drive, yes, and I've got that one, okay. I have my one skill, I won't go for Aerial Blast. Then... Ideally, it's a single target skill. used in to force the enemy back. Yeah, but the enemy is also potentially plural. Yeah, I'll go with this one then. So that means... Yeah, okay. That's 1. And mastery means that I can allow it to any other icon. That is fine. Deadly Embrace. I think I'll upgrade all of these, actually. Wait, that's mastery? What's mastery give me? Increases number of lock-ons. It feels kind of unnecessary. Because I do want this. But everything else I can do without those, actually. So I'll give myself an additional bar of that. And I will leave it as is for now. I think this will do well enough. Then we come to Phoenix. Okay, so I need to retrain myself that Rising Flames is one. Wait, have I got the additional hits on this one, or do I need to increase his hits? Yeah, okay, I've got enough. I got it. So we're going back to the old Shoryuken. It's all coming full circle. No, wait, that is not what I want. I need a Heat Wave here. And Rising Flame there. Then I've got Gouge on this, yep. And I've got Rook's Gambit on that. Then I've got... So... Judgment Bolt on here. And I need to make sure that I don't use that all that much, and Pile Drive will remain on that because I'm used to it. Okay, awesome. I want to keep the Berserker Ring because it's serving me really, really, really well. This is going away because I'm no longer using it. Were that I had Judgment Bolt, it would be fantastic because... Come to think of it, it's going to be a long cooldown. Favor the Earth, Upheaval, Dire Wolf, increases combo damage. What does that mean? And don't I have a Dire Wolf Plus? Huh, maybe not. Rising Flames reduces Rising Flames cooldown time. I mean, I guess I want as much uptime on my other abilities then. This is increases defense by 30. I'll keep defense if that's okay, and even if it's not, I will. But if I'm not using any kind of cooldown thingies anyway, I really hope I'll get Judgment Bolt cooldown at some point. Yeah, I know this exists. I'm really sure. Breath of Fire, Breath of Fire. Ring of Timely Assistance. Oh, that's the cheap stuff. Yeah, okay, no, this is it for now. Okay, watch me just pull out Judgment Bolt first thing in battle because I'm just used to doing it. What? Alright, we are gathering stuff for the girl that is just so incredibly mid.
He cracked the crystal too? I'm joking.
Oh, no more motion blur. You simply love to see it.
What do you need?
I need death benefits. I need meaning of life. Hunter's waistcloth. Well, it's still shite. Drake Slayer's braid bracelets. And I needed a gelato. We are very happy with this.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
It is indeed not bad, even if you do say so yourself. And so now I only need the I've got the belt and the cuffs, so I'm good. What's my infantry look like?
Is it business or pleasure?
Always business when it comes to you, don't worry. Do I have any valuables? Yes, thank you very much. I would like to just
Finished,
leave you alone, actually. And with that, we shall be on our merry way. Southern Velcroy Desert. Okay. Yes. Alright, well, let's take a look. All the still going well, everything is still doing awesome. I mean, even if the frame rate in town is a bit lower, because I can see it not being the full 60, I don't think. Turning off motion blur helps so much. Even if it may, I mean, in post-processing I've noticed turning around in a city is actually perfectly fine. But in playing, it's helping me a lot by turning off motion blur
Looks like I
completely.
found the river. Now where's Gav?
Well, I see a lonely little chocobo out there. You're right there, Gavna.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a
I
quick
came here
scout about,
fast as I
and
could.
I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless.
Little did they
Well,
know.
if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
Let's get bagging and
We
tagging.
shall. Race, yeah?
Why would you do such a thing? It's a menial task that requires menial effort, really.
So this
We
is
are
Stardust.
stardust.
It just looked like
We
black sand to me.
are golden. How does that stuff end all the way up here? That is over, and we are hereby finished.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
I wonder if he actually did anything. The last I saw him do was squat down and look at an empty sack, not his own. 10 gil. And as such, a new chain is opened. Oh, you actually have a bag full.
You finished? How much did you get?
More than you.
I hope.
Stardust. Legend has it that a star once fell from the heavens and punctured a hole in the Dalmacian desert, whence sprang forth the fountainhead of the river Velcroy. I see.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey,
Better be.
before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
I am the host of Enclave Radio. What's on your mind, Gaston? Oh, a heart-to-heart, a bromance moment. Let's go. Who do you like?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is.
Yes, there is.
Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain?
Since
Hardly
day
ever see
one.
you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
I'll rest when
There's
I'm
the man who
dead.
spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only because you keep sending me there.
Needs doing.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
That is true.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
So you didn't actually have a question. Okay.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day.
True.
We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
That's not something you are allowed to
I plan
say.
to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Bork. And as such, we shall indeed opt to leave the blistering sun behind us.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Let's do hope it is all he needs. However, I can feel the tides are changing. Alright, I'll get you some of the military-grade sand.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Huh.
Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Okay.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
Maybe.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
But I like breathing down your neck.
I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
I don't want to talk to her! And allegedly the only thing I'm doing this is because someone else wants her to visit her dad's grave, which, to be honest, I don't give a shite if she does or not.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
What I need is for you to go talk to that lady so I don't have to. How do we get there again? Mid's Dungeon, it's called. Ugh. But I think I can actually make it there via here. At your own pace.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
Why would anyone want to do that, indeed? A picture says more than 1,000 words.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Alright, you.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
Yay.
What's next?
The helm, of course.
Of course.
For this, we'll
What
be
an ogre I
repurposing
am, not
fallen
knowing
scrap.
this.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
What the coinky dink?
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
Excuse me, Miss What's her name? What's her name, Helena?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
Please do.
Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force.
Sure.
Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today.
I'm willing to put that to the
They're
test.
also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern
No doom
to...
thinking.
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
At the ruins.
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Lostwing.
The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
An unwanted visitor. It's not... No, it's not the S rank. That's somewhere else completely. Luckily. Okay, well, let's make for Lorbert's Pass indeed. I can't help but read Lorner's Pass, which is a location in Guild Wars 2. Whereabouts? Why is it constantly in a location that requires me to walk a disgusting amount of... forget it.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Vales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Alright, this was... things have actually changed here because I started that side quest, is that it? These are all the people that can't fight and everyone else is just prepping for war? That's actually kind of cool, if that is indeed how a location changes based on previous optional actions that I've taken. But that is not why we are here currently. Why is it so dusky?
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Is, what's his face here at all?
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Can you use an even more edgelordy voice?
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
Understood. Once you've failed your initial repelling attacks, come find me and I'll do your job for you, because I'm semi-eager to find out how this is going to end. Guard at the gate, gone. Usually there was one dude just wasting his time here. Okie doke. Let's see what this unwanted resident is. Nope. Wait, goblins? Oh, can you please leave me alone? Now then. Just to be on L safe side, literally and figuratively. Now, I am looking around, and it seems that I have to look at this with eyes clouded by hate, because I am seeing a whole lot of nothing, my dear.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Didn't I already say...
I'll be right back.
So dependable. Let's go, Thorgal, you and me, as usual. Come here. Take your time. Take your sweet time, why don't you? Take your sweet time, why don't you? You silly little boy. Okay, off we go. At least let me get the shiny, you sack of sh... I see a box.
Anybody home?
3, 2, 1. Another Arimon?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Haven't I killed you somewhere before? Doom! Immediately. Come on! We're good. So now, let's see how much dagger damage I do with this. Not a whole lot. So now if I do this, I got the impression that it's a bit underwhelming. But still, it was I. I guess I deserve that one. Absolutely not.
Nice try.
Wrong button. Kaboom! Away with ye. Yeah, okay.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Indeed.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
Famous last words.
Don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. Well now, 40 renown for this. Oh, thanks very much. And the love of all my troubles. Everything is coming up swimmingly. The Eye of the Warrior. Only those who have stood in battle can know its boon and its curse. A first-hand account of the Siege of Stonir. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. Considering the fact I've never once used a strength tonic, save for early game. So I guess I have used it, but I don't use those tonics, like, at all. So there is no boon, only a curse. Now, there was a thingy. Not here. You got some more to say?
Is done, Sid.
That sounded a...
Let Mid know she'll have her helm very soon, would you?
You sound a little aggressive there. There we go. Meteorite, just what I've always wanted, and a shiny with nonsense, probably magic ash. Alright, back on the bus. This can be faster. Yes.
We're seeing troops amassing.
Oh, hello.
No surprises there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is
Let's have
everything
a
we've
listen.
received and everything promised?
Few are those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal's curse, but if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us, a friend in Northreach. Huh. Is that the guy who was handing out rations? Why am I getting 2 meteorite for this?
Here you are.
50. This one's High Cleric's Medallion, so that's going to be an increase in healing potency, I'm sure. And we have no idea what this is gonna. What is it gonna be? Thanks, lass. Was this always open? Yes, it was.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
You, woman.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
Who?
She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Dragoon's plating?
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here.
Of course you did.
Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Why aren't you going there? You're not doing anything productive currently because
Right
you
away.
don't know how to proceed. Off to read some tomes.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border post.
Yeah, tension is high, sir. Seems like this is the only calm locale left. I mean, just when you wake up in the morning, and you just come stand here to have whatever, your morning coffee or your morning chocobo cereal, I don't know. There are worse things to look at than this, no? I would love a house with a view like this. Do I have any letters?
He cracked the crystal too.
I don't.
You're joking.
Thanks to Sid, the man who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
Let's assume as much. Now. Toes, you old bugger.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time.
Oh, in that case,
Take a look at this.
Thermal shield designs. A baffling diagram made all the more confounding by the preponderance of question marks that blemish its borders. So we're 50-50 on whether this is going to work even when finished.
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside.
But it needs to
yet
be
remain
light.
cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have.
Strike a
But
good
Bardolph
point.
must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew.
Moonshine,
It is said to
moon
be able
dew.
to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates.
See?
And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Hey, this is a man that says, please go do A while I go do B. Instead, oh, hello, ladies. Something I can help you?
So you need a hand, do you?
Four, apparently. We do.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I mean, this is obvious. Letting off steam the third. Jill is going with me. Tarja, who is already a learned sort of surgeon of the past should have some strong book smarts, etc. So it only makes sense.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision?
Of course.
Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Jill, you're with me. There we go.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible.
Wasn't going to say it,
the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
But that
So
stuff
much
was
so, in
forgotten
fact, that they were harvested
with history.
almost to extinction. Hence moondews having fallen from favor.
Naturally.
Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so?
Huh.
I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
Yes, my love.
Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
We will.
Talia.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Thank you. Okay, so what's going on here that I...
Where's Jill?
Where is Jill? She said she was had been meaning to visit this place anyway. Don't tell me you've gone inside to visit the brothel, milady. Although I would pay to... never mind.
Welcome, welcome.
Enhancer. Right, that funky thing. I think I'll just stick with the grindstone for now. Maybe. I should probably take a look at this one time, but I'll get one now.
You've a keen eye.
We're not gonna equip it. I'll go back to base. I'll see if Blackthorn can do anything with it. And in the meantime... This Raging Fists? No. 50k! Before the Storm. A tattered slip of parchment on which has been hastily scrawled several bars of music and the title Before the Storm. The melody seems familiar, but the author is unknown. 50k, but considering I have over 100k, maybe I'll just be stupid for once. I just don't know if there's anything else later on in the game that's gonna cost a stupid amount of money. But you know what?
An excellent choice.
Woman, I don't want to hear anything else from you. And watch this song be absolutely shite as well.
Nice and chilled. I won't have you.
You.
Pepio nuts?
Pepio nuts.
Tell.
You can have it looking at the boulangerie, which is fun to even say, really.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
Questionable.
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
Okay.
Right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Pepio nuts and garlic. Understood.
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
No.
You haven't much, but you're free to look.
Garlic thing.
I trust it's all here.
Sure.
Good day.
We'll make a bit of a profit. For the Emporium. Why do you look like Quentin? Greengrocer.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
I'll buy your Pepia nuts and I'll be gone.
That's everything.
You salty sack of shit. Is that how you treat your customers?
All anyone ever wants anyway.
Hello, again.
Did you find everything?
Yes, I did.
I did. Here.
Elementary aliens are a hallmark of classical Sombraqua cuisine. So much so that it's tradition for the Emperor to award honorary titles to those responsible for supervising their cultivation and preparation in the White Worm Castle kitchens, the so-called Garlic Knight, among them. Is this a joke towards the Onion Knight from Final Fantasy 4 or 5? Final Fantasy 4. The Garlic Knight and the Onion Knight. It's too close to not be done on purpose, and I'm here for it. Pepio nuts. The edible fruit of the Pepio plant is prized by chocobo breeders, although the superstition that it lends a stud bird additional stamina seems largely founded on its blushing, swollen form than any quantifiable results. Huh. So hence Pepio nuts, because it allegedly gives the bird extra pep.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Cool. While we're here...
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
It'd be my absolute pleasure. Don't. Torgal, up.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
That is true.
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
Yes!
Thank you.
Yes, I would indeed. Bring it.
And I saw some bread.
Some bread.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham, and it was just... oh.
You're right.
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No.
No, Jill.
I get why you say it.
This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Let's dig in.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I like how we're all but confirmed to be a thing without actually being a thing. Like it's I'm not worried or anything, right? It will happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. What are you pawing at there, boy? Did you enjoy the bread? Did you enjoy the ham? Did you have a nice piece of ham? Huh? Did you have a nice piece of ham? At least I like to think we treated the dog a little bit to the magnificence that was in that basket. And indeed, the pie. Speak with Harpocrates. Now let's see some of that alchemy be put to good use. Because I don't know how you're going to turn...
Hippocrates is getting on with the moondew.
Moonshine. Because I am wondering how all these common ingredients are going to be...
Thank you.
For 50k, I'm going to want to listen to it. It's not forever before the storm. I figured as much. The thing is, as cool as this tune might be, it's not hideaway music. It's way too tense, it's way too high BPM, if you will. So we'll stick with this.
Who visited?
Yes, it was my uncle. He's a bit eccentric, like they said he would be, but it's good. What up, T?
Welcome back. I hope you two had fun while I was busy helping Harpocrates.
Do I hear some salt in your voice and on your wounds?
Ah, Clive. Harpocrates has all the ingredients. We were just waiting for you.
Now then.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance.
I'll send you
I
the
was
invoice.
just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I figured as much.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Awesome.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
That is a nice way of saying time for some girl talk. Join me, if you please, even if you don't join me all the same.
Oh, and Clive.
Yes.
Thank you. It was nice just being with you.